dear masters, my dear friends, my dear gods, welcome to all of you to the today's day 16 session, the holistic wellness program for 21 days. Before commencing the session, welcome to all of you. Before commencing the session, we would like to express our sincere thanks, sincere gratitude to our beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji, and our sincere pronouns to our Grand Master, Mathar Babaji. So, my dear friends, today we'll go through the schedule. So, what exactly we are going to cover? Firstly, we'll be doing the deeper meditation, Anapanasati meditation. After that, the part of spiritual wisdom, spiritual parenting is the today's topic. And after that, holistic lifestyle, part of that, what are the different kashayas, decoctions are useful for different diseases, treating the different diseases. Finally, part of home remedies, how do we cure constipation, why the constipation occurs for the human being, for the physical body. So these are the topics in brief, friends. My dear friends, so let's start the Anapanasati meditation. Before starting the Anapanasati meditation, you can do the Anuloma Viloma once for a few minutes, 2-3 minutes, and then we'll start the Anapanasati deeper meditation. Right. That's the Anuloma Viloma. How do you do the Anuloma Viloma? We already practiced earlier sessions, earlier classes. So you already know that. But anyway, I will show you. In the left hand, just put the chin mudra and put on the, keep on your thighs. Okay. In the right hand, this is the Vishnu mudra. See here, it's Vishnu mudra. Just keep like this. Okay. Now, I'll be taking 4 times on the left side, giving up in the right side. 4 times. So take a deep breath, just hold it, and then breathe out through the right nostril. Like that 4 times this way. The other 4 times, take from the right nostril, deep breathing, hold it, then leave from the left nostril. So that's how we need to do. Right. Let's start. Number 1. So first time. So it's a one rhythm of taking the breath and leaving out. Now the second rhythm. Second rhythm is taking right side and leaving on the left side. Right. Okay, friends. Just close your eyes and observe the breath, natural breath for 2 seconds. Okay. So this is the best pranayama for a pregnant woman and for all suffering from any IBP and all. So they can practice this, and with this you can cleanse up all this respiratory organs and respiratory canal. Okay, you can cleanse up and keep it always clean. All the impurities and all you can take it out by practicing this so-called the Anuloma Viloma Nadi Sodhana or alternative breathing. Right. Friends, now, so let's start the Anapanasati meditation. So come to the Anapanasati meditation posture. All of us, let's start the Anapanasati. So clasp the fingers like this and keep on your thighs. Okay, keep on your thighs. And then cross the legs. The foot both must be crossed like this. Okay. And sit straight as much as possible. Sit straight. Okay. In the beginning, we have to sit straight. After while going through the meditation, of course, the body it's take its own posture. Depends upon the deeperness of the depth of the meditation. It takes its own posture. That doesn't matter. But in the beginning, always try to sit back erected. Now remove spectacles. Make your surroundings as dark as possible. No sounds whatsoever from the outside. Avoid all the sounds. And you can have one glass of water, the lukewarm water. You can drink one glass of water. After meditation, again you can drink one more glass of water. Keep one glass of water beside you. That also will get charged while doing meditation. That also will get charged. That water also will get charged. It's always good to have some water beside you, always. Water receives all the energies. We have, we have tried to understand all that in the previous sessions. Friends, now finally just close gently, all of us. Gently close your eyes. Gently, softly close the eyes. Cross the fingers, cross the legs, sit erected, back erected. Then close the eyes, start observing your natural breath. Start observing natural, simple, tender, generic, smooth flow breath, tranquil, peaceful breath. Go on, observe it. Go on, observe. Keep observing your breath. No more thoughts whatsoever. If any thought comes, cut the thought right away. Come back to the breath observation. Bring back your focus onto the breath, natural flow breath. All the thoughts will vanish in your Manomaya kosha or mind. Your mind becomes or tending to become empty. Slowly, slowly, it becomes empty. If you keep observing the breath, the mind slowly, slowly becomes empty. Your breath and your thoughts are interlinked. If you are taking more breath, the faster rate of the flow of thoughts in your mind. In the breath velocity or whatever the breath intaking or outgoing, if it is very slow, by observing the meditation, by observing the breath, it becomes slow, obviously. If it is slow, the breath is slow, then number of thoughts also will subsidize. It also reduce. Try to make it empty all the time. Your own mind, please keep it empty. Try to make it empty. Observe the breath. Observe your natural breath, my dear friends. Keep on observing the natural breath. Through your breath, you can access the infinite potential of the infinite energy of your own soul consciousness. You become one of that. You become that. That becomes you. You are that. Already you are that. Be with your natural breath. Flow with your only natural breath. Last video, my dear friends, if that's the breath, last KANNADA. seconds, 530 seconds. Be with your natural breath. Last 10 seconds, final 10 seconds. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Place your both hands on your eyes for 5 more seconds. Slowly, gently touch your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly, slowly remove your eyes, remove your hands, and open your eyes slowly. Around say, slowly you have to do that. Yes, friends, please come to the body awareness, your surrounding awareness. Today, we have done till now the wonderful meditation, the deep meditation, friends. Okay, let's clap ourselves for the deep meditation, what we have done. So far, we have done wonderful deep meditation. Thank you. Yes. So, my dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods, today's our spiritual wisdom, which we are going to share with you, that is spiritual parenting. So let's discuss more about this spiritual parenting. Since every human being definitely become parent, mostly, definitely they become parents in their life, the duration of their life on this earth planet. So we need to know what kind of parenting we can do on this earth planet in order to convert a normal human being to an extraordinary human being. Most of the times, friends, so the getting children into your life, most of the people unconsciously they try to do it, not with awareness. Basically, parents itself are not really aware of what exactly is going on in their life. Everything happens just like this happens. It goes through a normal, a simple manner of thinking. They never know what to be done with the children once they get the children in their life. How do they have to invite the children into their life? Once mother became pregnant, from then on, what are the type of practices she has to undergo? Once the child comes into this world, how to rear him? What kind of practices we have to teach him? That also they are not aware of it. At the same time, how do we give a freedom, basically the freedom for the soul of the children? We think that the children means is a physical body. Most of the parents, they themselves are not clear about themselves. They don't know about themselves, the identity of them. They also think that they're just a human being, they're leading the life on this earth planet. They do not know the so-called the consciousness within present within them. They never aware of it. They never try to access it. They have never tried to practice any meditation or spiritual wisdom. That is where the problem starts, friends. So today, the so-called spiritual parenting or a conscious parenting, holistic parenting, or the alert parenting. So this is the different names for it. So we'll try to understand this spiritual parenting in detailed manner, my dear friends. First of all, the birth, as we keep on discussing in the previous classes, friends, every human being, every, in fact, every spirit body or a spiritual being, which we always just exist in the upper worlds, in the spirit worlds, we come down to the earth planet for a particular purpose of life in order to go through but the complete life on the earth planet and try to accomplish a particular purpose. That means every child, a newly born child on this earth planet, will have his own purpose. He or her will have her own purpose on this earth planet. That's why they all come down to the earth planet, my dear friends. And many times the other reason why they are choosing the birth to take place. It means why they wanted to be born on the earth planet. Many a times, every soul, a spirit body or a soul being, which is living in the so-called the realm number 1, 2, 3, basically, isn't it? So realm number 1, 2, 3 in the Bhorloka. Bhorloka means it's a lower astral world. When they are living over there, friends, they are really going through a great suffering because in the earlier life, whatever their negative karmas, all the negative karmas they have done, they have to undergo the huge number of years, hundreds of years in the so-called the lower astral worlds in the realm number 1, 2, 3. In fact, 4 also. 4 means more or less equal to the earth kind of a, no, the more or less equal to the earth. Basically here on the earth, as we see here, the many combinations, permutations, you have a sufficient amount of daylight, darkness, whatever it may be, isn't it? We also have the light over here, and we can learn many things. And there are many kind of combinations, permutations are there on the Earth planet. Of course, it's risky to take a birth on the Earth planet, as we know that every soul, every spirit body which is coming to the Earth planet, they know that there's a lot of risk is involved by taking a birth on the Earth planet. They may go to the lower standard also. That means they may fall down from the higher realm to the lower realm. If at all they are living in the realm number 5 in the spirit world, when they come to the earth planet, by going through one life, they may fall down to the lower realm number 3 also. There is a possibility because there are a lot of negative souls, evil souls are there on the earth planet. They may influence you. They may command you. They may guide you. Sometimes they will misguide you and they will try to influence you so that if you get influenced, what happened? From the realm number 5, you are living in the spirit world before coming to earth planet, before taking the birth. So now once you go back, you will fall down from the realm number 5 to realm number 3 because of the bad influence of the evil soul on the earth planet. So that is why you got to be so careful. Coming to earth planet, taking the birth is a risk, but we take that risk just in order to evolve our soul. So even there's a risk. We all will take that risk, calculated risk, in order to grow, in order to evolve our own soul being, my dear friends. That's why we come here through the mother womb. So that we come here to the earth planet. As a child, we take a birth on the earth planet. So that's how it happens, friends. So of course, the selection of parents, everything is yours, right? So of course, the souls, that means the souls which are living in the realm number 1, 2, 3, they can't have a choice of parents, basically. So all other the souls which are living after the realm number 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they will definitely be given the choice to select the parents and everything. But the souls which are living in the so-called the lower astral world, so they'll not be given the choice for parents. So it has to be guided by the soul guide. in the so-called causal world, and accordingly you take a birth onto the earth planet. So they will guide you which parents has to be chosen, depends upon what purpose of life you are going back in order to, of course, you come back to the earth planet in order to pay back the earlier karmas, the effects of earlier karmas, negative karmas, and also you want to evolve your soul, and also you want to test yourself, you want to examine yourself, you want to get more training here. Friends, what will happen is, see, whatever you do in the the upper planes, that is realm number 1, 2, 3, you have done some negative karmas and you have departed the physical body. Now you entered into the realm number 1, 2, 3 with your own subconscious mind guiding. You will reach there. Once you reach there, even you have to go through hundreds of years in order to just to pay back the karmas. But that's not good. So much suffering, so many hundreds of years is no way good for you, for your soul growth, or for your journey of life, in this cosmos. Then what will happen? The soul will decide, instead of suffering here, getting tortured here for a huge number of years, hundreds of years, why don't I go again? Why don't I take a chance? Then they request to the higher self. They request to the soul guides and say that, give me a chance. I go back to my earth planet. I go back to the earth planet. I try to wash up my karmas, and then I'll come back and grow in my realm number, 3 to 4. Then I may go back, I may go to the 3 to 5 or something like that. With that request, they come here. Of course, there is a possibility that either they may fall down or they may grow. So there are both possibilities are here, either this way or that way, friends. So that's how we take a birth on this earth planet as a human being, as a human body. We come to the earth planet with the soul consciousness and subconscious mind and causal body and astral body, everything together. We take a birth as a human being through the mother womb. Now, so with these friends, what will happen is, all this, the so-called the spiritual wisdom is not aware of, is not, much aware by the so many parents, because parents are spiritually illiterate, right? So many of the parents, they're all mediocre. First of all, they themselves are not evolved souls, friends. So because they are not evolved souls, they can't understand all this wisdom. That is why they also treat their children very badly in the sense. So after they born, first of all, they don't know what kind of food has to be fed, and what kind of habits has to be taught to them, and what is the education. So in every aspect, they get failed. The reason is they themselves are not aware of so many things. So in that case, how do you expect a parent can rise up the children in a proper way? So that is why, hence it is impossible to get the quality children to the society, or the quality children grow in their life and become the great people in the society. So in order to guide the society, and the whatever the children, tomorrow they will become the adults. And when they become adults, what happen? They try to mend the society. They try to do a lot of things, great thing. They can achieve the great things in the society, isn't it? So, but what will happen is, because our parents, see, as we keep as you keep discussing parents, in the society, current society, if you observe, mostly 85%, 85% people are so going through the so-called, they are leading their life with the soul stages of, maybe like a baby soul, arranged soul. So if that is the case, friends, so parents themselves are not evolved, first of all. So as they are not evolved, all their habits are very bad. So all their habits are cruel, bad, no compassion, no love, and no caring, no sharing. So nothing is there with them. Then what will happen? The way they teach to the children also same. So whatever the children see, first of all the children will be the complete absolute reflection of the parents. Whatever the parents are there, however the parents, the same thing comes to the children also, because the children in the first few years, up to 3 to 5 years, my dear friends, up to 3 to 5 years, they also remember the past lives, definitely. And the subconscious mind, slowly by 5 to 7 years, it gets closed, and there is no further instruction or guiding, no guidance, no kind of help received from the subconscious mind, even after the just after the 7 to 8 years, right? It will be completely closed. From then on, what happens? So whatever the parents are teaching, so he or she go on listen till 5 to 7. What happened? You don't listen to anybody. You just observe the children. You will only understand. Up to 5 to 7 years, whatever you say, they will not listen. The reason is whatever parenting you are trying to impose. For example, in many of the parents, what happened? So I should have become a doctor, but I did not become a doctor. So I wanted my children to become a doctor. They'll try to reimpose. They'll try to reimpose on the children. And then what they do, they try to put them into the hard studies, very hard studies. So like, they try to select a residential school or the very strict school where a lot of discipline, everything goes through. So then what will happen? The moment, especially the children, is put into that kind of environment. What will happen? So because the mind of the children is so empty, it means the conscious mind is just evolving. Of course, the subconscious mind is already evolved. The subconscious mind, with every child, with every the human being born on that planet, is completely is a powerful one. Is a powerful. It is a we can call it as a gold mine. I mean, the internally the a very deep mine is there. The very large mine is there. It has got everything. It has got the whole universe is within it. But what happened? Every children has lost it. By the time of 5 to 7 years, it is lost. Only for few children, it is still working. The reason is might be their parents are spiritually grown people. So that what happened? Any spiritual grown people, what happened, friends? They'll give complete freedom. For example, a children is doing a mistake. They will just say that it's a mistake, but they won't beat or they won't scold, they won't make him inferior and all that nonsense, right? What will happen? We try to show a lot of negative attitude towards the children. If at all they do small mistake, we may scold, we may beat, or we may do whatever the actions. All this will be done out of their own ignorance, out of their own unawareness. The unmindful activities. These are all called unmindful activities. We should never resort to that kind of the activities or the actions against the children, my dear friends. So what we need to do is we just need to give them the complete freedom. Secondly, we need to start giving them, the kind of you should try to explain the good moral stories. You should also try to explain right from the age of 5, start giving slowly, so little tips on the meditation, just 1 minute meditation, a simple 1 minute meditation. Close the eyes, just observe the natural breath, just 1 minute, right? So then what will happen? He try to observe what exactly it is. He try to take some experience. So you remember that experience, then what will happen? Without you knowing, you start practicing. That's how you become slowly a best meditator or best master. You become a great master in his own life. But we never teach that. First of all, we don't practice. We also don't know it. 85, 90 people, 85, 90% people, they don't know, first of all, this kind of the mindful activities or mindful practices, first of all. So that is why we can't teach them. So that's how what happened, friends. Though the parents are, let's say parents are non-spiritual people. So non-spiritual people, non-spiritual parents, they definitely they'll be doing a lot of unmindful activities against children's, my dear friend. So now, so his own wish and will you want to fulfill through his children. You want to make him an engineer because he can't become an engineer. Somehow his own conditions and his own parents could not provide him the suitable environment, so he could not become an engineer. Now he wanted his children want to become an engineer. So then what will happen? From the age 5 or 6 or 7, he start putting a lot of pressure, keep on programming him, saying that you need to become an engineer, you have to become an engineer. All this, he keep on programming the child mind, basically. So that's how what happened. The mind of the child gets programmed very strongly, isn't it? The reason is the emptiness of the emptiness of the mind of the children is very huge. It means the children's mind is so empty that so empty, and so it is going to receive very strongly whatever you say is going to receive very strongly. That is going to be imprinted very strong manner in his own mind, friends, from the childhood, whatever you teach. So let's say, for example, a child, just born child, you just think that he is born in the Hindu family, but somehow you have taken him to the Muslim family. You have given him adopted or whatever. You have given it to the Muslim family. If they are growing also, if they are growing with their own the principles and practices of that religion, what happened? These children will grow as a Muslim only, as it is. The reason is his conscious mind gets let's go on program with the kind of the mindset of the parents. Basically, whatever they teach him, he start learning slowly, slowly, slowly. His conscious mind is getting programmed, isn't it? So slowly it gets programmed, then he become a Muslim. Now you just understand here. He born to the Hindu parents, but now he became Muslim. It means all about is whatever the parenting you are doing, you receive it. The reason is the emptiness, the child mind is so empty, it is a fresh in nature, it will receive whatever you teach him. Isn't it? Now you are converted a Hindu, basically a Hindu child into the Muslim child. It's very easy at that age. If it is going beyond 7 years or so, friends, most of the time what happen when the children is entering from the childhood, basically, that is why it's very, very important. 5 to 7 years or below 10 years, up to 10 years, your whatever you need to give to the children, you must be highly aware of what you are giving, whatever you are teaching him, whatever the practices you are making him to learn, right? Whatever the habits you are trying to give him. So whatever you give music and teach him many languages, as many languages as possible, you can teach him. And the right, the great music also you can put him into so that he can learn very faster. Anything you do below 10 years, you learn very, very faster. The reason being, in that age, five to basically up to 5 years he can't do much because he doesn't have language, he can't speak words and all, he can't walk properly, all this, right? From the 5 years to 10 years, that is the right age. In that age, whatever you put him into his mind, that means whatever you sow, so you reap, isn't it? So whatever you are sowing into his mind, be very careful about it. Be with act with highest amount of awareness. Everything, smallest to the biggest thing, and in front of me especially, the parents should not, with the parents, first of all, the parents has to behave very, very properly with a lot of, so-called the lot of wisdom. They have to show the lot of wisdom. They should not act with the ignorance, basically, because he'll observe and he'll also learn the same thing. He just observe and copy it and then he act it accordingly. He'll put into practice. Same thing happen. That will continue his own life. In the entire part, the remaining part of life, he will continue doing so. So he cannot come out of it, my dear friends. So that is why the parents have to be the best example for him during that age, 5 to 10 years. So you are starting, you are doing meditation, sitting and doing meditation every day, and you are reading books, and you're teaching others. Everything will observe. Everything is start observing you. Then you will start learning also from you, isn't it? But at the same time, friends, the soul which has come here, the soul level also important. Maybe is a child, maybe is a child, but the same child may be a higher evolved soul or lower evolved soul. Both are possible. But how it is possible? Why it is made possible? Because there is a soul contract happened between your astral body, but yourself and the children before you coming into your mother womb. What kind of soul contract you have made? Though is a soul, it's a lower evolved soul, maybe young soul or baby soul. You made him to, you agreed that he's coming into your life. So as you agreed, he came into your life. That is why there is no question of repentance. We never need to repent that my child is not able to understand. He's like a dumb and he doesn't have much intelligence. Many people, many children, many parents used to complain like this. He's useless. We use all negative words in front of him, isn't it? So we do all that. But what is the point in doing all these things? You already say the children have selected you. You agreed it. That's why he came here. But what happened? So his soul is not evolved. So then whatever you say, you can't understand. And whatever you say, you'll do against to it. Right? If it is a low evolved soul, what happened? If it is a lower evolved soul, in that 5 to 10 years, you can observe it and you can definitely find out it is a low evolved soul or higher evolved soul. You are, let's say, you are evolved soul, isn't it? Maybe you are in the, let's say, matured soul or old soul. But when you observe your children, what is his stage of soul? Definitely you can identify between 5 to 10 years. Why? Because whatever you are teaching him, how much he is able to grasp, and what is his behavior, how much intelligence is showing in every small things also. How much intelligence is showing, how much alertness is having. isn't it? So how much, how fast he's able to grasp whatever you're teaching him, basing on that, and what are his habits also, right? So, and especially with respect to some qualities like, anger, frustration, disappointment, the patience, all these things you can able to capture these qualities within him. But these qualities are not taught by you. These qualities have come from the previous life. So you need to observe them. Then you identify him. You identify that whether it is a mature soul or, like it's a mature soul or a lower soul. Once you identify these friends, act with that awareness. Act with awareness. Never blame him. Never scold him. Never talk negatively to him, because he has selected you, you have agreed, and he came. Now, your duty to help him to grow, help him to grow the soul level. Not that, go on scold him, you are bad, you don't understand, you don't study properly, you don't get marks, you are a dumb fellow, you are useless. See the other boy at the adjacent house, how many marks he's getting? He's getting 100 out of 100, 90 out of 100. So you just comparing the other children, right? So if you do so many things, what happen? Is soul conscious, whatever the soul level, it will downgrade again. And again, you are committing a something kind of a negative karma against him. That's also not good. What you need to do, understand. Once you understand, once you recognize the soul level, just keep in your mind and then act accordingly. Go on, teach him and try to help him. Try to give all the techniques and tips. Slowly, he should come up, isn't it? So that's how it happens, friends. At the same time, what happened? As he, suppose in case a highly evolved soul came into your life because of your own prayer or your own sankalpa, whatever the sankalpa you have done when you are mother, when you are pregnant. So you made a sankalpa that a higher evolved soul has to come into my life, isn't it? Okay, I'm inviting you. So please come into my womb and I'll give you all the opportunity. I'll try to take care of you. I'll create a good environment for you to grow in your life. So if you made a soul contract, such a soul contract, of course, the evolved soul also will come into your life. But what will happen? Evolved soul will not listen to you. You can't condition it. Now the lower evolved soul, you can condition. Now as we discussed now, the baby soul or young soul, if it is born to you as a children, you can definitely control it. No doubt you can control, you can condition everything, right from the food habits, right from the food habits, education, or all the qualities of his life. You can definitely mend and amend and control and monitor everything you can do, because it will listen, because it's a lower evolved soul. It will listen. But if at all higher evolved soul has born to you, will it listen to you? It will not listen. It will act like a rebel, like Osho Rajneesh. You won't listen. Whatever the parents say, you won't listen. He says that you are wrong. You are wrong. You don't know anything. And especially you don't have intelligence and you are teaching me something. I don't agree. For example, you say that go and pray to the God. The God is there within the so-called, a particular picture, showing the picture. He is the God. Then if it is evolved, so what will happen? You don't like it. He never listen to you. You go out of the house and you try to do all, whatever out of his great intelligence, he will act. That also you don't like, isn't it? You don't like, then you'll fall into unhappiness. No, my child is not listening to me and he's very rebel. He's a, he's a guy with, he's the person having a lot of arrogance. He's acting with a lot of arrogance. He's a very, stupid, a bad student or a bad children. All this you will label, but you won't care also. So that is the status of evolved soul. If you born as a children to you, friends. So you need to understand. You need to understand in this perspective. But a non-spiritualistic parents cannot understand all these things. That is why all the mistakes are committed. Because of those mistakes are committed, you can see the current situation in the life. You can see the current situation in the society. What's going on here? So, friends, so even the children are growing and they become youngster, they go to the adult stage. Once they become adult, they get into the society and they play some certain role in their life, isn't it? They may play a role in the governmental activities or private activities or whatever it may be. But what is happening? They are not acting with the awareness, first of all, because awareness is not taught to them. They don't know about awareness. What do? They do a lot of mistakes. In the society we are today, we are suffering means because of the non-spiritualistic parents grow, parents parenting, basically non-spiritualistic parenting. That is very much going on in the spark planet. That is why the all evolved souls from the spirit world, they are, they are very much bothered. They are afraid of coming to the earth planet itself. They are very much afraid to come to the earth planet because it's very risky for them. Once they come to the earth planet, what happens? Here they may fall down to the lower standard. Even their soul evolution may downgraded. Then it's very risky, right? So that's why they don't choose to come. They'll come only when they get the right parents, basically. That's also one point. So that is why all the evolved souls will not just like that come. They come very rarely, and also they will born to the so-called, very intelligent parents, or I can say that spiritual parents. They come and born into the spiritual family. Like that, it happens, friends. They'll choose it. So that's how, friends, if you observe the current society, it is really it's leading under the lowest consciousness. Whatever the consciousness level of the current society is very lowest. That is why we observe many incidents, unwarranted incidents, unnecessary things are going on in the society. Everybody is behind money. Money, everybody knows what is the role of money in their life. It has got a limited role. It can't give you the health. It can't give you the peace. It can't give you the happiness. It can't give you the bliss. Then what for it is? It's just, day to day. So in order to have some kind of a comfortability, physical comfortability, maybe a food, shelter, isn't it? In order to have a transport here and there. So for a little things, for a small things, it is of course necessary. It is a one form of energy. It is necessary. It is required for everybody, every human being on the earth planet. But the madness, the kind of a intensity behind money, the earning money is very huge. Why it is so huge and why it is going in a something like in an extreme manner is definitely, friends, our parenting is not correct. We never given what is required by a child and what has to be done when you go into the society. Nothing is taught to them properly. We all teach him that, but you have to become a best child, disciplined child. You have to study well. You have to get good marks. The parent never bothered about his intelligence. They are only bothered about his so-called, we can say that an information mind. Always they try to improvise his mind with, they loaded a lot of information to him. They never bothered about teaching awareness. They never bothered about, making his intelligence to grow. And they never bothered about making him as a human being. First of all, the parents itself they started eating the non-vegetarian. They don't know about it. What is vegetarian? What is vegetarianism? What is non-vegetarian? They don't know because they never learned it in their life. Maybe the parent itself, as I told you, 85% of parents are there in the lower evolved state in the earth planet. Then what will happen? Their growing up children will also be similar, right? They will be growing up the children also similar to that, similar to their character, basically. Basing on their soul conscious level, they'll be giving the education, parenting, or the care, all these things they give it to children. Then accordingly, children will grow. Children will grow in their life, and they become a mediocre people. They can never become like a Vivekananda. We want to convert every human being into Vivekananda, Viveka Ananda, because since he has got a lot of Viveka means what? Wisdom, a wise man. Because he's having a lot of wisdom, he became a wise man or a Viveka. Then once he has a lot of wisdom, what happened? He'll be leading his life with a lot of Ananda or bliss. That is why he's called as a Vivekananda. So how many of children, how many of the children are converted to Vivekananda? You tell me. Very few people. That is why when we count, Lord Sri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, if you observe, like, crores of people start doing what? So they start doing the Sotra, Japa, Nama, all these things. When slowly, you keep observing them. The people who come, after Sotra, Japa, right? Then coming to the Nama Kirta, all this they keep on doing. Slowly, when you come to the real spirituality, that means, so the real spirituality when it comes into, that means to know themselves. That kind of, how many number of souls are coming towards that? Very few, out of hundreds, out of crores, I'm telling, out of crores, the finally you can count in fingers. So many people are only getting enlightened. Imagine. So many crores of people are taking birth on the earth planet, but out of them, who is getting into the Krishna consciousness, who is getting into the enlightenment? Only you can count on the fingers. That is the reason, because the still, the earth also, on the earth planet, the humanity is evolving now. They are evolving. It takes a lot of time. So that is why, friends. So you can't expect a great parenting from the so-called non-spiritualistic, non-spiritual parents. Maybe some parents are there. They are basically into so-called, they are living in Manipur, for example. So their parenting will be also similar. What they do, they try to teach their children, music, poetry, some the drawing, all these things they start teaching them. They start teaching them, but they won't teach the spiritual wisdom because they don't know about themselves. First of all, they never tried knowing about themselves in their own life till now. But they belongs to somewhere about, you can say that young soul. Basically, young soul means they lead their life with the stage of Manipura chakra, isn't it? They're also, see, you just observe a singer or a musician in his family, all his children, right from the age 5, they keep observing his parents, either mother or father. So they are well versed into the music or poetry. They keep observing them. They learn very fast, isn't it? They learn very fast. Of course, their destiny also that. The reason is they selected the parents because they want to improve their music skills. So that's what their purpose of life, or the way they selected in the spirit world. They selected, they chosen this parent, they come here. So that when the parents are started doing the practice of this music or poetry, whatever it is, they also listen, they also observe them, they start picking up and they start learning very fast. So that's how what happened. So a musician will produce again his children also as a musician only. Sometimes what happen, by natural it happens, it's good. But some of the musicians what happen, adults, they try to impose on the children. No, you have to learn the music. You also should become a musician like me. Like otherwise, he say that no, musician is very bad. I'm not getting money. So it's very, very bad practice, very, very bad vrutti. Then what he does, he try to always negatively program the children not to become a musician. What he teach, go on become a software engineer. So likewise, you go on, parenting and you go on guide him. Then what happened? Children doesn't know anything. It's an empty mind. His empty mind, just conscious mind is so empty. And by the age of 5, his subconscious mind is closed. Then now whom to listen now? Until that, his own inner is telling, he is listening, isn't it? So his own inner subconscious mind is guiding the children, or the press-born children up to age 5 or 7. Until then, what happened? They are so happy. See, like highly blissful in their own life till 5 or 7. Why they are blissful? Even they don't eat or properly or all that whatever, but they are healthy and very happy children, always blissful in their life. So until that age, the reason is until that age, their subconscious mind is always telling them, always instructing them. It's working basically. But what will happen is the after 7, by the age of 7, our parenting and our imposing will start. Don't do this. You should stand like this. You should sit like this. No, you should not do this. You should not do that. So many conditioning will go onto their mind. Then what happen? This conscious mind, the conscious mind commanding becomes more, and the subconscious mind we never care. Then whenever we don't care, whenever we don't use, what happen? Subconscious mind thinks that it's not used by him. Okay, so let me go to the dormant condition. It go into the dormant condition and sleep forever. Till what? Till you do meditation and again awaken it. It won't wake up. But in the meditation, in the sleep, what happened? You go into the deep sleep, again it starts working. In the deep sleep, it starts working. The moment you come out of the sleep, it's again closed. The reason is you never cared it. As a children, slowly you ignore it. You ignored it because the parents also didn't never told you that there is something, such kind of thing is there within you. Start listening to it. You never told, and you never told him to close your eyes and observe inside. You never did it. Then how can he understand? How can he come to know all these things? It's not possible for him, isn't it? So that's why what happened? He became a mediocre child. Of course, he cannot become a Vivekananda, obviously, because he never taught that kind of practices to become like a Vivekananda, isn't it? So that is why, my dear friends, it's a very vast subject. We can keep on talking, but let me cut short here. So first of all, the parents have to become a spiritual parents. That means you must practice 3 hours meditation or whatever, 2 hours meditation, and we must first of all learn the meditation, practice more and more meditation, go inside of us first. First of all, bring the change within you. Be a change yourself first. Be a change. Become a best parent, a spiritual parent. Become a best meditator. Become a master by yourself first. Okay. Once you become a master in your life with a consistent practice of meditation and of course, this Swadhyaya, Sajana Sangatya, use more and pyramid energy, right? Always you must be highly energized yourself, first of all, so that you have all great qualities within you. You have great patience, perseverance, and happiness in you. First of all, if you have a lot of happiness, you can share the happiness. If you have a lot of grief inside, what can you share with others? Even with your children, including children, you'll only share all the sad stories. Many of the children, many of the parents you observe, right? They are studied, everything they have. Higher education they have done, everything they have done. But they go on share the negative stories to them. This happened like this. No, some of my friend have done like this. He did some mistake. All the negative feeding will go on to the children mind. That is very bad, my dear friends. Don't do that. Anything you are speaking, open your mouth. Become a master and open your mouth. That's what I'm trying to say. Today, my message is first you become a master, then you start planning the children. Until then, you are not eligible to plan any children. If you plan a children, and let me tell you, you are making a soul to come through you, and then it will downgrade its, you are going to cause for the downgrade of that soul, the soul stage of that particular children. Whichever the soul believe you, trust you, and come down to the earth planet, isn't it? So then what will happen? You are not upgrading its soul level, you are downgrading it. In fact, you are committing a negative karma. Don't do that. First, become a master. That means master of your mind, master of your life. Become a master through meditation, through the spirituality, spiritual wisdom. Of course, learn the whole holistic lifestyle, because holistic lifestyle and so-called the food and health is also very important for the physical body, because Sharira Matyam Kaludharma Sadhana, right? It means we need a physical body, right? Physical body. Yeah, so as Vivekananda says, a sound body contains a sound mind. A sound body leads to sound mind. He says always, isn't it? So that is why, so ensure that you also learn holistic lifestyle, home remedies, everything. Then start teaching these things from the age 5 to 7 of children, of your children. Then they become they get a sound body. Obviously, they have sound mind. Along with that, you start telling them at least close eyes, observe their breath for 2 minutes, at least 1 minute meditation, 2 minute meditation. So keep doing like this. But first of all, you have to become a master. Then only you can do all these things, isn't it? So this is what my message, my dear friends. So become a master before you become you plan for the children, or before you get into pregnancy. So thank you, friends. So so we are closing this spiritual wisdom session now. So now the part of holistic lifestyle, what exactly the subject today is the part of holistic lifestyle, friends. Welcome all of you again. So the holistic lifestyle today, so we are going to understand about the kashayas, decoctions, and so many other diseases it will cure. What is kashaya, friends? You all know about so little bit, so most of us definitely know the kashaya or decoction, because it has been in the practice for thousands of years, in India, ancient India. It is not now. It's not the recent addition or recent invention or discovery. It has been in the culture, or Indian culture, or Hindu culture for a quite long time. Our parents and forefathers, everybody started, keep on doing this, so-called kashayas or decoctions. It's not nothing new for us, isn't it? So what happens is, friends, These kashayas and so-called decoctions are our ancient practices, and the so-called tea and coffee are the latest practices which has come through British people when they come to the ruling of India. So in that duration, they have taught us this coffee and tea methods. Otherwise, we were not knowing at all. But very bad practices, we have took it, we have learned it, and we have kept it to implementation. That is why so many people are getting into unnecessary diseases because of tea and coffee. The tea contains some kind of a toxin element, and coffee contains nicotine. That's also toxin content. So what not? Not only that, so the whatever the items we are using in the tea, coffee, all that A1 milk is also very bad, isn't it? So likewise, friend, and also sugar. We add the sugar. That's a white sugar. That is a slow poison. That is also very bad. So likewise, friends, what is happening here when you observe really? So these bad practices has to be foregone. Then what has to be done? Go and connect again to our ancient practices. Start taking up the ancient practices. Get into the kashayas, isn't it? If you practice these kashayas for a long time, friends, you'll have the best results. Let me tell you, you have the wonderful results. Even if you have any disease, for example, you start practicing. So I'm going to explain through the PPT what are the various kashayas, what are the various diseases or ailments, it will be cured. So that I'll show you. So if you practice any particular kashaya continuously for quite long time, the disease will be disappeared without help of any medicine, without help of any medicine from any doctor. It will be cured also. So that is the power of these kashayas. Not only that. So friends, these kashayas or decoctions is going to rise up, is going to boost up your own memory power. That also keep, remember that your own basically the boost the immunity power. So when they boost the immunity power, what will happen? Or your vital force, so-called vital force within your body, your energy body, basically. So it will rise up. When it is raised up, what happen? You can cure any disease. So doesn't matter that which disease you got it. It will be cured automatically, right? So let's understand, friends, today. So few of the kashayas I'm going to show you. So not that all is covered. There are many more kashayas are there than what you are showing here. So let's go through some of the kashayas today. Right. Yes, friends. See here. So now today, so we will try to learn what are the ingredients of making in a decoction. The ingredients are herbs along with the water to be boiled on the stove. Basically, what we have to do, we have to take one vessel, put two to three glasses of water, and nicely boil it on the stove, isn't it? Then finally, what you have to do is you also need to add that leaves, basically the herbal, whatever the herbal leaves. We suppose tulsi, for example. So tulsi leaves have to be added. Maybe how many? 20 leaves, for example. 20 leaves you take, nicely wash with the water, then add into this boiling water. Boiling is going on, just add it. And then let it boil for 5 minutes, only 5 minutes. Then just take it out of the stove and let it cool down now. Let it cool down a little bit. Then what you do, filter it. Then once you filter it, whatever that after the filtration, whatever the content is available, the water content is available, that is that itself is a kashaya or decoction. So that's how we need to prepare, right? With any of the leaves, whatever it may be, whatever available locally around your area. Okay, every leaf, every substance has got the greatest value. In fact, the substances or ingredients available within your kitchen, they themselves, very powerful things, my dear friends. That is why now let's understand. So and also, friends, never add milk to this kashaya. Don't do that. But there is one kashaya, sunti kashaya, dried ginger kashaya we used to take for a cold and all. There we may add little, milk, but A to milk. If you add it, so it has got its own benefits. Okay, so you can do that. Otherwise, never add the milk to the any kashaya. Now let's understand some of the kashayas here. Cough, friends. If you get a cough, what you need to do? You need to add equal amount of dried ginger, pepper, long pepper, and make a decoction and consume 2 times a day, empty stomach. It's going to cure your cough, basically. For fever, tulsi kashaya is the best, isn't it? For cold, what happened? Turmeric kashaya. turmeric decoction. Add the turmeric and make a decoction. Asthma, dried ginger, pepper, long pepper. Add equal amounts equal amounts to make a decoction. That is 2 times a day you have to do. And to prevent the excessive urination. So then what you need to do? Cumin decoction. So if at all somebody is suffering from excessive urination, so take the cumin decoction to ease the urination. Somebody is not getting urine at all, then cinnamon, clove decoction. Okay, and for getting good digestion, ajivana, omkalu decoction. That is also very good. For blood purification, what you need to do? So avija kashaya, that is coriander seeds. So you know coriander seeds. So take the coriander seeds and make a kashaya. So that is going to be wonderfully working for blood purification. This you can keep taking, every weekly, twice, thrice also you can do it, right? So for skin disease relief, tulsi decoction again, chikungunya, amrita bali decoction, improve memory, decoction of cardamom seeds, okay? And throat problem, black pepper decoction. For dizziness, garlic kashaya. See here, how many kashayas are there? Every kashaya will work wonderfully on your physical body, friends. So we have to learn everything and we have to keep remembering. Then, so you keep referring this, PDF or a video. So try to practice these things in your home. Definitely, you will get a benefit, no doubt. You will come out of the certain diseases what is mentioned here. Now, friends, so the part of home remedies today, we are going to learn about constipation. Friends, constipation means like a human being or a human body which doesn't go for a passing the two stools for 2 3 days. Some of the people, they don't pass the stools for even 2 to 3 days. Right? A normal human being, what happen? You must pass the two stools at least 2 times a day. That is the normal, the average and healthy person must do that, isn't it? But a person who is having a constipation, he won't pass the tools not even 2 to 3 days also. So what is the reason? The reason we can understand, friends. It's a this constipation. The reasons are many. The reasons are many. Some of the reasons we try to give you. So lower fiber in the diet, as we discussed in the earlier classes, the fiber is very important component in the part of your diet. If the enough fiber is there, what happen? The fiber basically it gets into the stomach and it won't digest basically. There is a insoluble fiber, soluble fiber. I already explained it earlier, isn't it? With the fiber which will be melted, the fiber it doesn't melt. So the fiber which doesn't melt, what happen? It goes into the large intestine. Then it starts cleansing the large intestine basically. How it cleanses? Whatever the wastage, whatever the stools which are collected in the large intestine, all that will be pushed out with the help of this fiber. All that will be pushed out from your so-called the rectum or anus, isn't it? That's how the fiber will help you. So that is why always eat the food with a lot of fiber. So that is going to definitely remove your constipation, no doubt. Otherwise, even the other reason also. There's a very good reason. Other reason is one is this fiber, lack of fiber. Second is adequate water. Enough amount of water you're not supplying to physical body. We learned also why do you need to drink the water? There are 4 reasons. Out of that, one reason is in order to hydrate your cells, basically. Once your cells are hydrated, you'll be always healthy. Not only that, so if any wastage comes, so it has to cleanse up, right? It has to cleanse up through your kidneys and then gallbladder. So all that toxins will go out through the urine. So the so-called urine, isn't it? So there also it will be much helpful, right? So these are some of the reasons. Other reasons are eating too much dairy products, rejecting the desire to clean the bowels. What happens? Some people, they feel like getting stools, but they don't pass. What they do, they are busy in the work, they are busy in something else, they forget it. So the moment you do this, what happens? The movement will stop. So the bowels movement will stop, and then you have to undergo the constipation. No doubt on that. So please don't do that. Don't do that mistake. Now, so lot of stress is another major reason. Excessive use of laxatives. So some people, used to use a lot of laxatives for the better skin or whatever. And some people take the medications such as painkillers. So they also go through this so-called constipation. So these are some of the reasons, friends. Okay. Now, so what do we need to do as a home remedies for this, all these things? So as I told you, eat more fiber-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, cereals, bajra, ragi, right? Fiber helps soften the tools and promote the regular bowel movements. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Drink water helps to soften the stools and make it easier to pass. Drinking warm water with a lemon juice in the morning and stimulate your digestive system. This you can do, right? One of the so-called home remedy. Physical exercise, walking can stimulate the bowel movements. Stools will come out. Please do this. So castor oil about 60 ml mixed with the fresh orange juice or a fresh grapefruit juice consumed by early in the morning or early in the morning in the with the empty stomach or at the night before going to the bed. So these are the two good timings where you can take this castor oil mixed with any one of juice. So it will help a lot. You will come out of the constipation, friends. So this is also one of the best method. Now, so other thing is drink more buttermilk, which promotes the healthy balance of gut bacteria and so aids the digestion. If at all any digestion system has got some effect, so that also will be corrected. If you start drinking more of buttermilk, it supply the lot of positive bacteria to your stomach, friends. That's very important. Okay, please do this, right? It will avoid the all the so-called any kind of a digestion problems and all, it will avoid buttermilk, right? Now, what are the other remedies for constipation? Friends, there is one method. Inhale air through the nose until the stomach is inflated, bulged, and slowly exhale the air from the stomach through the mouth. For example, how to do that? See here. What you need to do is you just need to take a breath and make your stomach bulge. Okay. Even slowly also. So if you do that, what happens, friends? Your abdomen muscles are there, no? Abdomen muscles, they'll be shaped. It gets some momentum. Then what happens? That large intestine in that whatever the storage of these particular stools, no, that also get momentum and it will come out to the anus or rectum. So that's the benefit of this particular the pranayama exercise. Other is Vajrasana. Please do the Vajrasana. This yogasana is considered to be the best yogasana for constipation and indigestion. Walking also is very, very must for the people who are suffering from this constipation. Please note it down. And practicing Kapalabhati can relieve constipation, and doing it daily 3 to 5 minutes can relieve constipation in a week time, my dear friends. What is that Kapalabhati? We already know it. Keep this chin mudra here. Then right? So this is the thing, like you are expelling the breath and then you are pulling your stomach inside. So that is the Kapalabhati. If you practice more and more time, definitely your entire the abdomen muscles are shaked. They got shaking and they got some momentum. Then the inside, whatever the large intestine, lot of storage of these stools will slowly get a momentum and then it will pass through. Okay, that's very much benefit. Practicing of Kapalabhati. So we should also consume, friends, 20 to 30 grams on average a fiber for every day to get rid of the constipation. This is what we have to follow it. Okay. For that, millets are the best and all other things, whatever we suggested in the previous classes. Consume yogurt, the curd, especially to provide lactobacilli bacteria that will also control the constipation, friends. Now, practicing exercises to activate abdominal organs that allow stool to pass easily and reduce the stomach heat by consuming pumpkin juice, which reduce constipation. Friends, what happens is, so in the, especially in the stomach exercises are very important. We have taught now also. And along with that, what happened? So whenever you get this constipation, inside stomach heat is much increased. So that heat has to be reduced means pumpkin juice. If you drink the pumpkin juice, what happens? It will pacify or it will cool down the so-called stomach. Then you will come out of this indigestion, all these problems, constipation also, slowly. And also, friends, finally, use homeopathic medicine to cure constipation. So there are some medicines, especially if you go to the homeo doctor, he will definitely provide you. So, right? So those things you try to follow. So those medicines you try to follow. There is one medicine called Kali Moor 6, Kali Moor 6 dose. That is the dose of the homeopathy medicine. And also there is a Silesia. There's a Silesia 6. So these are common medicines for so-called constipation, friends. You can use them. You can go to the home medical store and ask for it. So it doesn't do any harm, no side effects. It will definitely try to help you to come out of the constipation, friends. So these are the other remedies I would like to tell you today, friends. Now, so I'm going to teach the mudra for constipation. In order to come out of the constipation, friends, there is a excellent mudra that is called Suchi Mudra. Suchi means Subrata, that is cleanliness, right? So this mudra is going to work wonders. So please do it. See here, like this, just close your thumb finger inside, and then keep your three fingers on the top of it, and then other finger straight like this. See here, see here. So this is the way it has to be practiced. What exactly is Suchi Mudra? How much time? 15 minutes you practice minimum. Okay. So this is Suchi Mudra. Try to practice it every day. So 15 minutes, aram se sit and then practice it. Now, after this, practice the 15 minutes now Prana Mudra also, friends. Prana Mudra. This is going to work, very thoroughly for constipation, right, friends? Now this is a mudra. Now, other than this, friends, there is a acupressure also. See here, acupressure, how it is going to work. See, acupressure, friends, the first point is here. The first point is here. Go on, press like this, 30 times, 20, 30 times. Go on, press. Then it is going to activate. This is actually constipation point, friends. Okay, that's very important. So other than this, there's another points basically on your, in both the palms only, both the palms on the bread side. There are 3 points here. 3 points. See here, there are 3 points basically. So these 3 points are very important, friends. Okay. So very, very important. So try to observe once again. You want to observe, you can definitely observe here. So these are the 3 points. 3 points here. These 3 points, take some coconut oil, just rub it nicely. Rub it nicely. After that, so what you need to do, take this thumb finger, gently massage, gently press 5 seconds, release it. 5 seconds, release it. 5 seconds, release it. Like that. Now keep doing it. So this is the best way to practice this particular acupressure technique also. So this point is actually stomach point, friends. Yeah, stomach point. Especially the stomach has to be cleansed properly. So the stomach point is going to give you it's going to make you come out of the constipation, friends. Okay. Now finally, friends, this is the all the remedies for constipation we have gone through successfully. We have learned many remedies today, friends, for the constipation. Now, finally, I will try to explain you what is the for a better health, for a better mental health. So follow some kind of home remedies for the mental health, right? What are those? The rarest thing in the world is human life, friends. The rarest gift of the universe is a human life on this earth planet. Never lose it. Okay. And the greatest friend among friends is a book. Every book is the more than a friend, more than a better friend or best friend. So that you have to understand. The greatest gems on the earth: food, water, subhashita. That is good words, good speaking. So these were the greatest gems on the earth. The main cause of ailment, almost all the diseases, is indigestion. I told you already, hundreds of diseases from the stomach, hundreds of the diseases from the so-called mind. So you do so carefully take care of these two parts in the every physical body, friends. Okay. The best medicine among the medicines is regular fasting. Any medicine you take, whether it's a powerful medicine, whatever you take, doesn't work. But if you just follow the so-called regular fasting, you can cure any kind of a ailment or any kind of a symptoms of the physical body. It's very much possible, friends. That's why the regular fasting is very, very important. It will cleanse all the impurities from the physical body, as we know, as we already discussed in the previous classes. So thank you, friends, for listening patiently till this time. So dhanyavad to everybody. Thank you so much. So if any questions, you can please ask. Right. So anybody want to share the experience, please do that. Otherwise, any question, please ask. You can please unmute and ask the question whoever want to ask. No questions? Any experiences?
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste, Guru.
Namaste.
Sir, when we are schooling the children for their studies, and because today children are very this, um, they don't listen easily. So when we are punishing them, or our intention is to make them learn, or not do wrong thing. So is that we should do, or we should not do this?
You should
This
not do
creates
hard.
karma.
You should not do the hard punishment. You should act. You should act like you are getting angry at them. Try to act, not to live. Do not live with the anger. Just act.
Mm.
Just act like I am showing anger on you. I may beat you. Like that is enough for you. That is enough for them. Not like hard beating or hard punishing. Hard punishment, not good.
If still they will not listen, then what to do?
Leave it, no problem. You have to leave it. See,
And
let me tell you here one thing. So many people or many children have become a prime ministers, many children have become a great scientists, many children have become a so-called wonderful people on this earth planet. Do not think that the parents have taught them.
mm,
Parents thinking that parents only taught them, parents only brought up them. No, it's not that. In the part of their soul evolution, if at all they are a matured soul, it will grow itself. For example, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, what was his parenting? What was his kind of a lifestyle in the childhood and all? Now, where is he right now? Isn't it? They're all evolved souls. They will go there. So ultimately, they'll go. They'll reach there. They'll reach the destination. What it doesn't matter. Whatever parent is teaching, not teaching. If it is evolved soul, if it is a non-evolved soul, the parent must be able to identify. First of all, he is not able to identify himself. What identification he can do? First of all, you tell me. Parent did not identify himself so far. He never recognized, he never identified what is he first. Is he a physical body? Is a physical mind? Or is a combination of them? Is there anything beyond that? He doesn't know. Then how can he act towards the children in a so very sophisticated and intelligent manner? He can't do that. He is not fit for that. He is not eligible, basically. Whatever he does with the ignorance. So that will be taught to the children. Children will also learn all that. Then they will also apply into in their own life. They become a bad people in the society.
but if they are doing wrong thing, it's our duty to stop them and to teach and to
That's what I'm telling. So
right.
to the extent you teach them what are the right things in the place of wrong things, you go and teach them. So it's up to the children what they take, what they leave. But you keep trying only. You keep trying only. Don't stop teaching. Stop
Right.
trying. Stop trying is a mistake from our side.
Hmm.
Till they mend their ways, till they become a good children, keep trying it.
Hmm.
Okay. We do not know when they will, when really they get catching the things what you are telling. At what age and what point of time they try to learn from you. They capture all the things what you say. So the time will come, but keep doing it. But still it is not improved, still the same situation. Yes, we can't do anything because that's the soul stage. That is the soul which has come here onto that planet, and it has come into your life because of your own karmas. You agreed that you come to me, and whatever you are going to give a trouble, I am going to face.
Okay. We already knew that this people is going to
already
give us
already
trouble.
know. Yes, already know it.
So knowingly, why we are selecting this
No,
kind of
we have
people
to
in
we
our.
have to pay back our karmas. No, see, you are given a physical body. Your children is also given a physical body. Why the children is given a physical body? For his own purpose of life, he came here. not for you. See, he come through you. It doesn't mean that he belong to you. He belong to the supreme power. He is an asset of the supreme power or paripurnatma, purnatma, or the Almighty. He is the children of the Almighty. He is not you are a bio father or bio parents, biological parents. You are not the real father. You are not the real mother. You are only biological parents. That's all. You got to do only thing is you just give a permission to come to your womb, then come through you to into this earth planet. That's how just you given a permission, you helped, that's all. So they come through you basically. And your physical body is also given by Almighty in order to pay back your karmas. Okay. So it means in your life as a parent, whatever you go through, whatever all the situations you go through, you need to accept. And so the gratitude to love, always sending love to everybody, whether it's a bad people, good people, keep sending love. And also forgive. Always do all these kind of things. Then at least what happened? You become a better human being in your life. And you won't suffer also. Though you invited a bad children in your life, I'm telling you, bad children in your life, because of doing all these kind of practices, Ho'oponopono, and all these practices, and meditation, spiritual reading, Sajjana Sangate, what happened? That the bad effects of your children on you, it will come down to an extent. But you already selected bad children, a low evolved soul will come into my life. It is going to torture my life, entire life. Yes, you agreed. The reason is you already done that kind of karmas. Now you have to pay back. It's your duty, it's your turn to pay back all that through in the form of your children. So it's a very complex and very vast, if you start at one point, like it links to everything. Isn't
So
it?
those parents actually, those who don't take care properly, don't teach properly to their children, so that is also their bad, come under their bad karma, no? Because they are not doing their duties.
No, it's not that. It's not that. What happens is they don't know. First of all, they are not enlightened. First of all, they didn't become master. They don't know what to teach, what not teach. That's not their mistake. That is a natural thing. It's a natural evolution. They are also evolving, right? See, for example, a parent of a laborer, a contract laborer, okay? A parent of a painter or a cobbler or a plumber, electrician, what he knows? He knows only little, isn't it? About his life, about himself, about surroundings, about the whole world, about the cosmos, about the Almighty. He doesn't know anything. He only knows how to repair. If some repair comes, electrical repair, you go and repair, attend it, then do something and come back to house, then eat it, sleep, and then again tomorrow morning you do the same thing. What do you expect from him? That is his soul. That is his soul evolution. That is why you find variety of people on this earth planet. Now you are listening to me. In your place, if I put a plumber, you will sleep. You will sleep like anything. My talks doesn't make any sense for him. It is not meant for him. Your soul is asking. Your soul is evolved. So you are listening to me. You are trying to capture whatever I'm trying to say is interesting to you. That is why at this time, now 11:15, still you are listening to me, whatever I'm trying to say, because you are eligible for that. The same in your place, a carpenter is sitting, you will sleep, otherwise you will close down and will go very long back, could have gone back. Now you will be in the deep sleep now, isn't it? So that is why what I'm trying to say, that is his soul evolution. He's not teaching the children good things and good, all the other, the best things and all. You can't do that. He's not eligible for that. What can you expect from him? So it's a natural evolution. There's no karma involved there. But if you know it, if you don't teach, if you are not doing dharma, your dharma you're not doing, you are not accomplishing your dharma, that tends to be a negative karma.
Okay. So same way, this also like if some person is behaving wrong with us, So he's behaving unknowingly with us. We don't have to react on that, right?
No. Just
Anna?
go far from him. That's all.
Okay.
Will you go near to the tiger? Hmm?
No,
You like tiger. You want to see it, and it's very good. Yeah, but do you
from
go near
far.
to him? Huh?
No, no.
The same thing. A negative soul also same thing. A negative soul, negative person. Don't go towards him. Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to risk your life?
Uh,
Right?
yeah,
Yes.
right. Still knowingly also we behave
Good
sometimes. No?
question. I think one of the best student in all the you have been listening from the. I think which batch you have joined?
From third batch I joined. Third,
Oh, okay,
fourth,
third
and
batch. Very good, very good. I appreciate you because the way you question, the kind of questions you are putting it, and the way your involvement. We need we need such kind of people, like people like you, the souls like you. Basically, we need. We need for whom? For the society, especially for this, the world to prosper. World to prosper what? Inner prosperity, not outer prosperity.
yeah, actually all this teaching should be compulsory in the school level only. In the school they should teach everything like this, no? The
Correct.
childhood. Because no one teach this. We are already very late. We are getting all this, and so many people are not aware of also,
Correct.
and they're not able to join also. Like meaning, they want, but still they are not able to do
Correct.
because of this.
Absolutely
It's
right.
yeah.
It has to start from the lower age, basically from the schooling itself. Earlier we were having gurukulas. So they used to send the children at the age of 5 or 6 or 7. Then
Mm,
they stay there in the gurukul up to 20 years.
mm,
Okay. Then they come to the normal Grihasthashram.
yeah.
Grihasthashram they used to come. Okay.
Also, only listening is also not enough. Still, we are not actually practically, we are not adopting in our life. And that is also in this world, or like today's world, not very easy. Practical life and uh, going through this, we have to be like very
But
patient.
we must keep trying. We must keep trying.
Yeah, we must keep trying.
We should not leave the trials or efforts. We should never
Yeah, yeah.
stop the efforts. Though it is difficult practically, yes, we agree, but we must never stop it.
Actually, all this question, everyone is actually inside. They all have, many people are having all this question, and they don't get proper person to ask, share, and even I was having from childhood so many questions. Why this is happening? Why that is happening? Why so many castes? Why so many different types of people? But I was not getting answer. So I feel I am late, but never mind. My journey was from here
Wonderful,
only.
wonderful. No, nothing. It's a wonderful journey you are going through.
Yeah,
Definitely you will reach. You will reach. You already reached. I can say you are already reached. The
yeah,
flowering, the
people.
blossoming started already. The flowering within you, the blossoming within you, right? The kind of the so-called the enlightening of your inner started already. That is why you are acting with awareness. You are speaking with awareness, right? Your words indicates the amount of awareness which is already taking place within you. Okay.
This is the actually blessing of universe. Like, I'm very grateful, gratitude. All the masters actually who were surrounded me, and without that, this is not possible for us. As a human, it is not possible. Definitely, this angels work, masters work, and more your intention from inside. That we should be keep very clear. That actually matters. Then universe makes the way we actually think. Universe automatically makes the way, and
Absolutely, definitely.
and getting like masters like you and sharing the knowledge. many less people are actually without any, like without any intention they do.
Correct.
Very,
Whatever
I
we know, whatever we learned, whatever we know, we must share always. That's what I told. Knowing, even I'm telling you again, all the meditators also, all the masters, if you know meditation, if you don't teach others, again you are defaulting in your dharma. That becomes karma. Whatever adharma, that becomes karma, negative karma. Adharma is equal to negative karma. Please write down this.
dharma is equal to negative. Right.
Okay. That is why every day we must keep teaching whatever possible time you have out of your
Mm.
own 24 hours. Allocate some time, half an hour, 1 hour. Just go on, teach others because you learned it. You learned it with the grace of Almighty, isn't it?
Yes, true.
The grace of Almighty, you learned it. Now it's your duty, it's your dharma to share with others. If you don't do that, you are committing a negative karma, and you have to come back and pay for it.
Mm. Jesus Christ has said, like, give and it shall be given to you. So whatever universe given to us, it is our duty to give to others.
Correct. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Very nice session. Gratitude.
Yes, friends. Anybody would like to share? Anybody would like to share their experience? They would like to speak. Last 2 minutes, we will close now. Meena ji, Meena,
Namaste, Guruji.
namaste. Yeah, go ahead, ma'am.
I'm audible?
Yes, audible. Yes.
Yeah, thank you for the session, sir. But actually, this time I couldn't attend all the session fully. But I'm practicing the meditation classes, and a quite improvement I can see in all the things, physical as well as the mental characters. Thank you for that, and thank you one and all. And it's a great chance for enlightening us. That's what I should say. There are lots of changes when we practice continuously. Definitely, we can improve our qualities. So, how we can evolve a good soul that we can practice from this session. That I have learned from this. Slowly, how so we can realize the changes in us. How we were in last 2 to 3 months back, and certain characters we have changed. By knowingly, we have to change like that. I have learned from these sessions. Thank you so much, sir. Thank
Very
you.
good. Very good. Good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Okay, friends, we'll be closing the session. Thank you so much for being the part of this Zoom session of Holistic Wellness Program. Thanks for giving this opportunity for the Mahavatar Foundation. Dhanyavad. Namaste. Namaste. Namaste.
Thank you, Guruji. Shubh Ratri. Namaste.